Oh.
And it goes a little something like.
How can love you all summer and after fall I'll keep.
What is up, everybody? It's your favorite country city kid, Bdolla from the G, and I am here. You are here, we're here. We are back here together for another video. Before we start anything, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at @the.brian_, and make sure you follow me on Snapchat at Bdolla from the G. That is the place to be. Listen, it's 2022. We're in the second quarter of the year, and I'm just not posting a video on YouTube. What's really going on? Okay, listen. So, where have I been? 2021 was a lot. A lot of good, a lot of, a little uncomfortable, not so good, whatever you want to call it. But overall, I think towards the close of 2021, I started to realize that I really had nothing to say necessarily when it comes to social media. I think oftentimes it's kind of just become like a, kind of thing, which I don't think is a bad thing. But as I considered, as I considered my journey in Chicago, and I considered things that I'm into, and kind of being in this space where like YouTube has been a part of my life for years now, and kind of being a viewer of YouTube, I think that I'm like, I can do this. And I low-key always wanted to be on the railroad, so I'm just like, hey, this is my real life. And but I just think that when I considered about like, okay, what did I want 2022 to be about, I definitely want to start making progression and making an impact. And I think social media is a great way to do just that. I think that I could be entertaining, I could drop a little bit of, wisdom or what have you, or draw from my experience to potentially help someone else. I think that when I considered, how I want to show up as it pertains to social media, and kind of just what I wanted my impact to be, I had to think about what initially drew me to people, what initially drew me to YouTube, what initially drew me to other platforms, or to follow other people, or to view their channels. And I think one thing that drew me in initially, when I think about like middle school, high school, was a certain level of authenticity, and there was a certain genuineness, and I think that's a word, I hope it is. There's a genuineness about a lot of the people that I started to follow, and that I kind of been following for years now, and to see like, I remember when they did X, Y, and Z, or when they were here in this year. I think that just goes to show like the connection that you have with someone, because you don't just follow someone just because, well, at least I don't. I typically would like to follow people that inspire me, that I can relate to on a certain level. And when I considered, what my impact may look like, what I want my social media to look like, and what I want to kind of bring forth to this social media space, I definitely wanted to bring that authenticity that I think a lot of people could potentially be drawn to. And I think a lot of people on social media kind of helped me through middle school, helped me through high school, and I'm just like, well, I feel as though that I've been in Chicago now for about 5 years, and I have a whole lot of experiences. So I'm like, why not create a platform, or be more serious or consistent with the platform, and share and potentially make an impact. And if I have any goal when it comes to social media, YouTube specifically, I think that's what I want. I want to bring certain sides of myself, and bring certain set of experiences to the forefront to be able to help. That's literally all I want to do. Whether it's making something funny and making people laugh when they, aren't having such a good day, or people really have questions or really want to create conversation about certain things. That's what I want to do. I value conversation. I value, pure joy and pure love, and that's things that I hope and intend to disperse throughout my daily life. So I'm like, if I could just do that with one person, that's would mean the world to me. And I feel like my mission with this is or will be accomplished. So 2022 second quarter from here on out, I feel like this is just the beginning. I truly do believe that. I do believe that, the audience, the family will grow, and we will be able to create another space for people to kind of just be and not feel judged, not feel like they have to put on or put a facade, what have you. You are literally going to be viewing and interacting with my life as it authentically happens, and that is my goal and my passion. I don't want it to feel very stale and very stagnant. I want it to be just authentic and just be spontaneous. So content might, be one day at a music show, one day talking by the water, one day doing something completely different. But I think that even in doing that, it does allow for people to kind of just see. And in some roundabout way, I hope that creates some kind of impact, some kind of positive impact in your life, in your mind, in your heart, maybe. I don't know. But, I think it is time for me to come out from the background, or kind of not hiding, and to present myself or represent myself to the world. So this is me doing that. And I definitely am still kind of constructing a posting schedule. I think I want to do maybe like once a week, potentially, when it comes to YouTube specifically. I think that's manageable. But just give me a little bit, and once I figure out my groove, I'm definitely going to find it and stick to it. So that is the plan. But that's about it. That was really the point in this video. It's kind of like a reintroduction, like, hey, where I've been, hey, what I plan to do. So, you may get a vlog one day, you may get a sit-down video the other day, you may get me doing something completely randomly different. But I just feel like this year is going to be historic, and I feel like these will be moments that I look back on and be like, yo, I remember this, I remember that. So, in an attempt to do that, I just choose to document authentic moments and moments that I value, and talk about things that I think are important. And hopefully you do too. And if you don't, we could definitely discuss that too. So feel free to hit me in the DM if I ever say anything that you want to discuss, be it you agree or disagree or somewhere in between. That's fine too. But in all, my goal is to, in me presenting myself authentically, in me and sharing my experiences, my goal is to impact. So whether that be through having a serious video, making you laugh, bringing up a funny story, what have you, I just want there to be a genuine impact and create genuine connection. So wherever that leads, that's where it leads. But like I said, this is only the beginning. So I decided to bring you to one of my favorite places by the water, where I clear my head and, write and journal and do all the things. So now that I got that out the way, I got some things to get to. I got some journaling to get to, some internal work, if you will. But you will see, I'm pretty sure at some point, the byproduct of what I've been writing in here for years. I take these everywhere with me. They're like my personal history books. So I value these very much. But yeah, that will conclude this video. There are indeed more videos coming, more consistent videos. So please be on the lookout for that. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Let's get these algorithms up. Let's get this family, this channel growing. And we will see where this goes. I feel like it's gonna, but yeah. But until next time, I will see you